Alright. So here we are at episode 9. I think between episodes I cleaned up a lot of the automated smelting and grinding and ore doubling and such, with certain things specialized. So I've got like the double crusher here is set up to do sand, and these don't need to be here, they can be in a normal crafter. Yeah, I think I was just using it as a normal crafter because I didn't have extra room right now, but anyway. The sag mill here is for general ore doubling, so I don't have anything set in it yet, but I will later. The pulverizer is for other certain specific things, like making pulverized coal. The alloy smelter here is for certain alloys that I can't do in the induction smelter, but when possible I have the induction smelter doing them. The redstone furnace here is for any just thing that I might need it for, and then the powered furnace here is for both of these. Basically are for normal smelting operations, but just in case one of these doesn't support something, then I have it all set up. So I've got quite a bit more auto crafting going on now. I've got lots of room for storage drives. So this episode, I think I'm going to set up auto crafting the atomic reconstructor and the empowerer. And I've come up with a pretty good way of doing the empowerer, but I'm going to go ahead and do the atomic reconstructor first, because we need atomically reconstructed things before to empower. So I'm pretty much going to do this the same way I did over at the canola farm. I'll get that there. And then we'll have that there. In whitelist. Oh, we need the open crate. I guess I could just pump it into an interface. Like maybe under the floor. Whoop. Under the floor here. So we're gonna need some power. Need some temporary power to get it kick-started. That will go to the controller and the atomic reconstructor. Okay, you get there, you get there. There we go. So now it's getting power. Just have these little power buffers around, I guess. So then... I mean, I guess we also need, like... maybe stick the interface there for returns. And then I just need something to act as an item, as a buffer to take the items. just going to use this because they... Nope. There we go. Then that can be a connector as well. So now I want the logic channel to read the redstone proxy. When its redstone is 0, then give the atomic reconstructor a signal. We want it alternate. That way it only fires if things are on there, and it will keep firing over every few seconds. I guess I'll also need a Solagnolia over here too at some point. So I just need... Oh, I guess I need the connector on these two. I'll probably clean that up later. Problem is the connected textures. It's facading connected textures doesn't really work, so maybe I'll just leave it like that. Alright, so an item channel, extract a stack at a time, and throw in the open crate. And then extract a stack at a time and throw in the interface. So now let's say I want Resto Nia crystals. Let's just do a nice chunk at a time so it's not firing over and over and over and over and over again. Maybe not a whole stack at once, but... Alright, I need to set the whitelist. Why is it air? Oh, because this is the same one. Alright. Whoops. Oh. That thing needs some speed. Be a stack upgrade. I never automated speed upgrades, huh? Okay. There we go, that should be better. So now if we ask for... There you go. Okay, so that works. I just need a Solagnolia to keep from continually picking things up. Alright, now for the Empowerer. It's going to be a bit more complicated, but I think I figured out a good way of doing it. That is auto-crafting safe as well. it, air quotes, should never collide with another craft. Let's just expose all of these. This is going to get tricky under here. Oh, this is going to get really tricky. Let's reroute this power down. What? I'll put that back in a minute. I can just run the wires here because I can facade the floor. So, yeah, that can stay there. I'll just facade the floor. Might as well do that now. Okay. So for now, I'm just going to use a wireless RF transmitter to do the charging of the display stands. Okay, let's try this now. Nine tiles. I must be doing the connectors underneath. So somehow, apparently, I ended up with the version 1.5 of Extra Utilities 2, which is a bit broken. The RF transmitters don't really connect to much because he's in the middle of rewriting a bunch of it, I think. And like the solar panels and the lunar panels don't make any grid power. And the deep dark is broken in 1.5, so I just downgraded it back to 1.44, which is fine. At some point I might switch that out for Draconic Evolution wireless energy crystal, or yeah, that way you get the cool particle effect going to each display stand. I would just use XNet to power them, except we're going to need every single XNet channel and then some. Actually going to have to phantom face this, because if I want to be able to empower all 6 of the empowered crystals, I'm going to need all 8 channels of one network and then another channel or 2 of another network. So I'm actually going to have to phantom face this with an item phantom face in order to be able to without just sticking it to the side, have another network access that one. So it'll be interesting. So where should I put the 2 controllers? Guess we could just stick them here. Actually, just stick them on the floor. That way we can run conduits down through there without having to worry about any facading nonsense. Actually, this one should be a red connector. because we're going to have this network be red. Then this one's the green network. So green gets directly connected to everything. Red gets connected to a phantom face. Where'd the phantom connector I had go? So the red network is going to be inserting and extracting in and out of the empowerer. The green network is going to have two logic channels sensing what's in the empowerer, and then it puts the appropriate catalyst items in here depending on what's in here. So I'm going to need another probably item chest, iron chest, and interface. Nope, this one. Wait for this to finish. Okay. Interface here, like that. Then that'll go there. That'll go there. All right, now it should just be programming. So let's seal this back up. All right, this one's simple. It's just items from the chest, and we want only just use this as an example. All right, we want to only pull that, and we'll let it, oops, we won't turn on its metadata because we want it to be able to pull any block of crystal. And we're going to be pumping it into there. So if I go down here, why is it not working? Of course, as soon as I load back into the world, it starts working. I think XNet just needed refreshed because I put in the controllers first. Anyway, then a second item channel pulling the resultant item out. And actually not inserting it into there, inserting it into the interface. So now this one going to have 2 logic channels. So we're going to sense which, let's go ahead and make some recipes here. So let's get block of Resto Nia, block of Palace, block of Diamantine, block of Void, block of Emeradic, and block of Inori. So these are all going to go into this one. So I'm just going to start with the Resto Nia one because that's what I have in my hand here. So we're going to start with... Actually, let's just have it be red just for ease. So when there's the red one in there, the first item channel is going to be Resto Nia. And this does not yet have access to the chest. Or the interface. Now it does. Guess I might as well get the catalyst while I'm at it. So I need BRB, need some red dye. Alright, so I'm gonna need rose red, or any red dye really, so I should be able to just or dictionary it. I need bricks, redstone, and nether brick, which I'll have to so processing encoder, alright, so the system knows how to make it. So now we're going to say, all right, if the red signal's active, and I'm going to make this every 3 seconds, because it does kind of get jumbled up because these are processing once a second. So a lot of times the items would pull the next batch out while they had not yet updated the logic channel. So this way that doesn't happen. So we're going to pull the catalysts out. And we're going to insert, I'm going to do metadata matching and or dictionary since it's dye, because you don't want other colored dyes going in because of not looking at metadata. Nether brick. So nether brick, redstone, brick, red dye. So this should in theory work now. So if we go ahead and toss these in here and ask for a Resto Nia. Okay, that's not correct. How did it get a lapis? Oh, all right, well. So this can't or dictionary, because then it gets other colored dyes. I thought it was just the metadata that would do that. Now I gotta pull all of this out. Nope. Put all this back in and ask for it. And we should get, I mean, it is going to be a little slow because it's waiting 3 seconds to put each material in, but at least it's auto crafting safe. And I mean, to be honest, it takes quite a few seconds for the actual empowering process anyway. So all that's left now is to make the various auto crafts for making the blocks to be crystallized by the atomic reconstructor, and then the recipes for deblocking the resultant crystal into the individual crystals for other crafting material, other crafting needs. All right, where is it? Oh, I'm an idiot. There we go. The interface was not connected to the RS system. And now we have an auto-crafted empowered Resto Nia block. So like I said, now it's just a matter of, I'm not going to do all these on camera because it's the exact same thing and I don't have all the catalysts on hand. And I have enough channels. And that's it. Anything else I need to empower, because I don't really think there's much else to empower. It's pretty much just the crystals, which I'm always going to do them in block form to save on catalysts, and the canola, which I've got going at the power plant, so that should be all I ever need out of the empowerer. So like I said, just rinse and repeat on these, which I'm not going to do in the video, and make all the auto crafting recipes for converting to and from blocks. So that should be it. So until next time, see ya.